I walk around and introduce myself to everybody, and I let them know, like, we're going to play a fun game where you can win cards, and if you have the winning card at the end of the party, then you get a gift. And I said a great way to get 2 cards right away is to add me on Facebook. So then when they're all mingling, they're adding me on Facebook, and they're also Facebook stalking me to see how amazing my life is. Sound good? Okay. All right, so then I pass this around. And I also I make up just wish lists that I give out, and I can email them to you. But it's just a 8 by regular sheet of paper that has, like, my wish list on it. So they get that and a pen. So
thank you.
So you don't use the one that's in there?
No, because I think when you rip it out,
it makes your catalog fall apart.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to be my hostess?
Haley.
What's your name again?
Haley.
Haley. Okay. All right. I gotta get the card on.
If it helps you remember, her last name is Gray, so 50 Shades of Grey Haley.
With an A on an E.
Doesn't matter.
All right, whatever,
Yeah.
Haley. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for coming. Give it up for Haley, your fabulous hostess. The real reason she has you guys over is because she wants to invest in her vagina tonight, and she wants to do it for free. So, yay! All right. So, as my hostess, my average hostess gets over $150 in free product tonight. So, if you're going through and your wish list a little bit bigger than your budget, definitely think about having your own girls' night out, get the girlfriends over, and then you can get your own free shopping spree. And then Haley gets credit for all parties that are booked tonight. We want to make sure we help her out as much as possible, right? All right. Now, throughout the party, because I love, like, interaction from you guys, because I feel like if I'm just up here, I'm talking like a teacher, and sex ed was boring, and we don't want to do that, right? So feel free, if you love a product, like, raise your hand, you'll get a card, or ask a question, you'll get a card. So any kind of crowd participation, you guys get cards, and like I said, at the end, we'll draw a card, and if you win, then you get an awesome little bonus, okay? And if you're wondering, these are our date night cards. They're like a fun little game you can play with your partner. There's, like, naughty cards, there's nice cards, so it's kind of fun. You can pick, don't giggle too much or you'll not hear me, okay? But definitely, as we go through, interact with me. I love it, okay? So everybody added me on Facebook, right? Okay, cool. Now, you have the wish list there. That is going to be what you're going to write on. I'm going to show you the best. The catalog has the rest, okay? So write down everything you like, love, have to have. Doesn't mean you have to get it tonight. This means that you really, really like it. Now, we're going to order back in the back bedroom to have all inventory on hand so you guys get to go home with everything you want. Instant gratification is my middle name. Okay? Now, I do have a special. If you spend over $150, you become VIP. And with my VIP, you get a free gift that may or may not vibrate. It vibrates. Okay? So you get a free little vibrating gift. Plus, all my VIPs get 50% more hostess credit. You get sales and discounts every quarter. Plus, you get a VIP shopping pass for the next 30 days. Sound good? Awesome. Nice. All right. Now, who has never been to a party before? Oh, thank you guys for being little virgins. The rest of you girls are dirty sluts. Thanks for coming back. All right. Now, the first things we're going to start out, well, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Because we're going to talk about some intimate stuff tonight, and I know that talking about those kind of things can be weird with a stranger. So my name is Mallory Bonnebless. Nice to meet you guys. I got into this 6 years ago, and so let me give you a little background. So growing up, we never talked about sex. We never talked about masturbation. It was kind of an unspoken thing that if you touch yourself, God kills a kitten. Okay? So growing up, we never talked about it. I graduated from K-State in December of 2007. Found out a week later I was pregnant. Found out a month after that I was pregnant with twins. So I never had a real full-time job. I waitressed all through my pregnancy. My husband was not in high school. That'd be so naughty. He was in college. Had the babies, went back to work, waitressing 6 weeks later. I waitressed 6 nights a week, from about 4 p.m. to about midnight. I was a sole income provider for our family of 4 on a waitressing income. Has anybody ever waitressed before? Yeah, super hard to support yourself, right? You have to support through other people. It's nearly impossible. So we were on food stamps, housing assistance, WIC, like all those things I was really grateful for, but not something you want like long term, right? So anyway, that was kind of our life, and I ended up going and getting invited to a party by my mother-in-law, which was super awkward. And she was a lovely client and was telling me like all these things she wanted, and I was like, I don't care. This is weird. So I sat there and I learned a ton, and then I'm watching all these women come out of the shopping room with these huge bags of stuff, and I was like, clearly these women are horny. I'm gonna go ahead and cash in on this. So I got started in August of 2009, and I did this and I waitressed for a year. and I was able to quit my waitressing job and do this full time. So this is now my full-time job. My boys are now 7, so I can do all the PTO stuff and go on field trips. So I call myself the PTO mom by day and the dildo lady at night. It is awesome, right? This company has been allowed us to pay off credit card debt, pay off vehicle debt. We've taken multiple trips around the country, all by doing this. And if you would have asked me 6 years ago if I would still be doing this, I would have been like, no, but I got a great discount on some stuff. Right? Okay? But it's absolutely changed our life. I have a huge passion for our products and how they can really work with you to help embrace your sexuality and really kind of take control of what your body can do for you. And I also love the business side. I've helped hundreds of women get their own businesses started, whether it's to make full-time income, to kind of just supplement income, maybe have like the shoe money that you always want to buy new shoes, but you don't want to take it out of your family budget, right? And some women on my team just love a 40% discount on all their favorite stuff, okay? So watch me tonight. If it seems kind of fun, maybe like you're interested, let me know. I'm not super stocky about it. I don't have time. Well, I do have time. I'm really lazy, but I'm not going to stalk you. But definitely let me know if you're interested. Sound good? All right. So the first couple of things we're going to talk about are bath and beauty stuff. Because when people ask me what pure romance is, I'm always like, we're like Mary Kay till page 23, and then we're not Mary Kay anymore. All right? So we do have a lot of really good skincare stuff. And the first one is our coochie. Who loves their coochie? Okay, right, great rash-free shave creams. We all like to keep shaving down here. What happens when we shave down here?
Ouch.
But thank you for somebody answering me. Thank you. You itchy, bumps, irritation, and it always itches in the most inopportune times, right? Like in public, you're walking to the store and you're just like, you do that weird wiggle with your pants, or you just go through your pocket like, okay? Guys scratch your crotch all the time. Not a big deal. You're hiding behind the clothing rack at Walmart doing the 10-figure attack, and then everyone thinks you have crabs. Okay? Not all right. So, coochie is a conditioner, so you're going to set it on at least 30 seconds, softens up that hair, and as you shave, the razor isn't pulling at those hair follicles, which cause irritation, the razor burn, and things like that. So, bikini area, underarms, legs, anywhere you shave, rash-free shave cream, everyone needs to have this down, okay? Now, who is a lotion user? Raise your hand. You don't get cards for that. What is the #1 ingredient in your lotion?
Something chemical.
Close. Water or alcohol? You know what those two things do for your skin?
Dry you out.
Dries you out. Okay? So, Body Dew is actually an almond-based oil. It sinks down to the lowest lipid layer of your skin and hydrates it from the inside out. So, it's actually like giving your skin a cool drink of water. Okay? So, does anybody have any allergies? Coconut oil, almond oil, anything like that? We're good? Okay. So, I'm going to spray this on. Okay, I want you to rub it in. Now, this is a dry oil, which means it's going to go on oily, it's going to rub in, it's going to fully absorb into your skin, and you're not going to be super greasy. This is our Sweet Fantasy scent. It's like a vanilla pineapple, okay? This helps with eczema, psoriasis, super dry skin, helps to make your tattoos brighter, makes your tan last longer. You burn easily in the sun, prevents you from peeling, and also works as a natural bug repellent. Mosquitoes hate the scent of almond oil, so we actually use it as a natural kind of chemical-free way as a bug repellent, okay? So when you're out of the shower, take a cut, like dry off, a couple of squirts on each part of your body, rub it in, and you're moisturized before you step out of the shower, okay? If you've been using lotion, I challenge you just to go through one bottle, and you're going to notice a huge difference in your skin. Sound good? All right. Now, you'll notice in our catalog, we do have 3 scents plus our original. You guys are going to get to smell all 3 scents. You can get your favorite scent in any of these products, okay? But these right here, these are my top 3. So this last one is Kiss. And I love Kiss because it's a really great way to kind of freshen up after a long day. Who has kids? Okay? So you get done with work or whatever, and then you have to run the kids to like ball or whatever. You don't have time to shower, so you strip off. And you do what I call a whore bath, and then you get dressed again, but you're fresh, you smell clean, you smell better, right? I keep this in my purse all the time. It's pheromone infused, okay? So it's a scented pheromone fragrance. If you like our concentrated pheromones, it smells different on everyone. You can use our Basic Instinct, which absorbs into your skin and kind of gives you your own unique scent. But this is like your favorite scent plus pheromones. It's kind of like a bonus. Does that make sense? Okay? So spray it on, freshen you up. If you're a smoker, it's a great way to kind of keep it in your purse. After a cigarette break, you smell nice, going back to work, things like that, okay? So those are our top 3. We also have a bubble bath and shower gel that are pH balanced, so safe to use downstairs, upstairs, all over the body. Fruit and flower extracts, great for your skin, cleanses your skin just great. And then if you do prefer a lotion, we have our body silk, which is a thick shea butter. So if you do like the lotion feel, you can totally get that too, okay? As a bonus, you guys can pick any 4 off this page and get 10% off of those, okay? So you can get your Coochie Body Dew Splash, everything like that, and save 10%. Sound good? All right, now a couple other skincare stuff. This is our Body Boost, and this is our skin firming cream, and this is stuff that I live by, okay? I call it spackle for your skin, okay? So if you have any kind of like fine lines, cellulite, wrinkles, whatever you kind of want to tone and tighten, this product will do it for you. Twice a day, rub it in, you're going to notice a nice firm, tone and tightness in your skin. I've been using it on my face since January. My blotchiness has gone away. My acne's gone away, except for right now because I'm menstruating. Super fun. But it's really helped to kind of tone and tighten, got rid of some bagginess under my eyes. I have amazing before and after pictures in the shop room if you guys want to see. This has become so popular that I actually have an auto ship program just for this for my clients because they use it on such a regular basis. Comes right to their door. Okay, so absolutely awesome. Fills in all the holes and wrinkles, and it actually holds more moisture than any other product that we carry. So if you, your husband are like super dry feet, this actually works as a great foot cream too. Does that make sense? All right. Now, growing up, did anybody have like a grandma who had like a cure-all for everything? Like no matter what it was, you're like, put that on it, right? My grandma gave us Tang, and I'm like, Grandma, I'm bleeding, I need stitches. Tang is not going to do anything for me at all. But this is kind of ours. This is called Miracle Oil. T-shirt oil, hemp seed oil. This is great for cuts, scrapes, bug bites. My son is highly allergic to mosquitoes, and when he gets bit, he swells like golf ball size mosquito bites. So this actually helps to reduce the swelling of that. Poison oak, poison ivy, skin irritations, diaper rash. If you put a dropper full in your shampoo, it gets rid of lice, helps prevent dandruff. So many great uses for skin irritations. It really is kind of like a must-have to have in your medicine cabinet, especially if you have young kids. Cool? All right. Now we also have stuff for guys. And this first one is called Shave, and this is our coochie-based formula for guys, because guys will tend to break out on their neck and jawline. Try to get them to use coochie, they're like, I'm not putting your coochie on my face. And you're like, that's weird. It was there last night. There were no complaints. All right, so designed for thicker, coarser hair. So if they have shaved their face, if they shave their head, if they do have a full beard, they can actually use this as a facial hair conditioner, softens up their beard hair. And most importantly, it is great for manscaping. Okay, if your guy does not manscape down there, he needs to. Nobody wants to eat a sweater. Okay? The tiger does not look bigger in the bush. Okay? Now, we have 2 scents, and I promise you, you've never wanted to have sex with a bottle until you smell these. Okay? So we have 2 different scents. We have our signature and our legend, and I break it down like this. This one smells like Channing Tatum.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right? I know. Don't have sex with it.
Experience?
Mm-hmm. He's in my bed.
Oh.
That's what we call our body pillow. I spray this on there. Channing's coming to bed with us. And this one I call Christian Grey in the book, not in the movie because he's ugly. Okay? So,
Thank you.
all right?
I would not kick him out of bed for eating crackers.
Shit. I would. I'd be like, where's Channing at? He can spank me all night long. All right? So, we have, so that's the body spray. And okay, so here's the cool thing. We also have it in body wash. And if your guy uses the body wash and then the body spray on top of it, that scent lasts all day. When he comes from work, he's still going to have that sexy scent. We also have it in talc, and talc is going to be your cure-all for sweaty balls and swamp ass. Okay? So if he has that, get that. Okay? Now, remember how I told you guys you can mix and match from this page and save 10%? You can also include this men's page as well. So you can do like a coochie body dew and a shave and spray for him and save 10% off all of those. Does that make sense? Sound cool? All right. So sexy man scent, done. Now, this last thing, this is our between the sheets, okay? Main purpose of this is a pheromone spray. Main purpose of this is to spray it on your sheets, turn them silky, satiny smooth. So before you make the bed, give it a quick spray down, and it keeps your sheets nice and fresh and smooth, okay? I prefer to call it between the cheeks, right? Because you know, like when your thighs touch, they have like a super good relationship. They never want to like separate, right? I always say my thighs touch because, well, when you're this close to my vagina, you would want to touch yourself too. That's funny. That's fucking funny. All right? My thighs touch all the way down because of it. All right? So, but you know, like you wear a cute dress and your thighs rub, and then by the end of the day, you kind of walk like this. Because you're like, there's a serious fire going on down there, okay? Right in between your thighs, you're going to create that barrier, absorb moisture so there's no more chub rub. Or if you are like a sweater, like you're just a sweaty person, you can actually flip your outfits inside out, spray this down on the inside, let it dry, and then get dressed. And then if you ever sweat, it does help to absorb any kind of sweat from back there, okay? Great for weddings if you like spray your wedding dress down. Not like you're getting married, but like you go to like party or whatever. What else? Absorbs that wet spot that always ends up on your side of the bed. 3 o'clock in the morning, that sheet stuck to your back. You're like, okay, no more. Only works on puddles, not ponds. Okay, so little spot, yay, big spot, like, oh, we had so much fun. Now we gotta change the sheets. All right. Talc is also an odor absorber, so sweaty shoes, sweaty gym bags, bathroom spray, bathroom odor, smoke odor, pet odor, whatever you want to do, you can spray throughout the whole house will help absorb moisture and odor. Okay, so I'll pass around all 3 scents, and I just spray them in the lid, and they can smell them all. So there's between the sheets. Now, we got all that out of the way. Now we're going to talk about foreplay. Who's excited? Okay, and they've done studies, and they found that foreplay, super important. You need, on average, 15 to 23 minutes of foreplay for your body to be fully ready for sex. which is about 14 to 22 minutes longer than we normally get, right? Most of the time it's like, are you done? No, not at all. All right? There's a lot of different things you can do for foreplay, lingerie, fun games like our date night game, things like that. But one of the most easiest ways is through massage, okay? Skin-on-skin contact with someone you love has been proven to increase your immune system and decrease your chance of anxiety and depression, so it's actually really healthy for you. Plus, it helps to relax us, because as women, what is our biggest sex organ? Okay? Because think about it. Hold on, here you go, here's your card. Yay! If this is not in the mood, is this going to work for you? Okay? No, and guys have it so easy, because when guys have sex, that's literally all they think about. They're just like, I'm having sex. This is awesome. I'm going to keep doing it, right? You're laying there like, did I leave the oven on? I got to go make cupcakes after this. We should repaint our walls. Like, you're not even focused. You're not going to be able to orgasm. So massage is a really great way to kind of calm you down. But here's the problem. When we think of massage, we think of like 90 minutes at the spa. It's relaxing. Someone who knows what they're doing, right? When guys think of massage, what do they think of? Sex, right? They're like, I'm going to rub her, we're getting naked. All right? So you've got to bridge that gap. And this is a really easy way. This is our heart massager. Out of the whole entire catalog, this is one of our #1 selling products. It's $15. Okay? So when you get it in, it's all liquidy. Whenever you're ready to use it, you're going to take this little metal disc at the bottom and you're going to snap it back and forth. It's going to start to crystallize, heats up to 129 degrees, and it lasts between 60 to 90 minutes. So not only is this like having a hot sun massage in the privacy of your own home, it's great for cramping, tensor sore muscles. If you get sinus headaches or migraines, it fits perfectly right here. But it really is an awesome thing to have. And I'm going to come around and rub you. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I know. All right, so we have 4 massage oils to choose from. This is my personal favorite. It's called Aura. Tons of essential oils, great for your skin, not overly greasy. We also have a lotion-based one. We have a massage candle, and then we also have an all-natural one. So you can totally pick whatever one you want. But I will tell you, if you're going to use this for massage, you do want to use the oil. Otherwise, the heat from your skin and the heat from the heart will kind of stick to each other, okay? So come around, and I'll rub you, right? I'm like, that feels so good. I know. Yeah, so
I'm never
good.
on the receiving end of that.
I know. It'd be even better if it was like working. Huh. All right, feels amazing. Okay, no, you're good. All right, now, so it feels amazing. Now you can do 1 for 15 or 2 for 25, because I promise you, you want to have 2, because if you forget to boil this one, you have a great backup. But all you do, you boil it to reset it. There's instructions on the heart, in the heart, and on the box. If you can't figure it out, you can't read, just call me. I'll read it to you. Okay, sound good? All right, so there's our heart massager. There's our massage oil. Now, a couple other fun things you can do for foreplay to kind of keep it exciting is our Like a Virgin. It's our 24-hour tightening cream for down there. Because as we get older, as we have children, our vagina muscles kind of start to wear out and they're not as tight as they once were. Okay? And you can do Kegels to help strengthen those. Does everyone know what Kegels are? Right? Who's doing a Kegel right now because I said it? Yeah, cards for you! Okay, it's like an automatic reaction. Were you doing Kegels too? Yay! Okay. So, you can do Kegels. And actually, Kegels are super healthy for you because they help strengthen up the pelvic floor muscle, which helps certain things like incontinence, right? Because if you have kids, you walk, cough, talk, sneeze, you pee a little bit, right? So it's going to help with that. Also helps to make your orgasm stronger and easier to have when those pelvic floor muscles are really strong, okay? So you can do your Kegels, but like anything else, if you add weight, those muscles become stronger, right? Now, have you guys heard of Benoit balls before, like the real tiny balls? Have you ever tried them? They're awful, all right? They're really tiny, they're really heavy. You try to put them in, they slip out, they roll across the floor, then you're on your hands and knees looking for the ball. Your husband comes and he's like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, just looking for my ball, not a big deal. And they look at you all funny. Anybody else happen to that? No, just me? Okay, great. All right, so what you can use instead are exercisers. They are ergonomically designed to fit inside the vagina, and then basically you just do your Kegels around it, okay? Easiest time to do it is in the shower. You're already standing up. You're already pretty much in place. Great time to work out your vagina, okay? There's 2 different sizes. There's a 30 gram, 40 gram. You can trade them out. Once you can comfortably do this, after about 6 weeks, you can work your way up higher up in our program. It's like a 3-step program. And then after 3 months, you can be able to shoot these across the room like a ping pong ball. Great party trick, okay? So there's the exerciser.
I know we're doing at your party.
Now, Like a Virgin is going to be your quick fix. 24-hour tightening cream, so you take about a pinky tip amount on a Q-tip, right side of the vagina, swirl it around, makes those blood vessels down there swell up. So when you go to have sex, it's going to feel tighter, which in turn is more sensitive for you. And then don't tell him you did it, because he'll be like, babe, I don't know what I ate today, but I am bigger. And you're going to be like, yes, you are. All right? So a little bit's all you need, and you're not going to feel it tighten up. You're not going to be like making breakfast for the kids and all of a sudden like, there Right? Like, you won't even know it, but when you go to have sex, it will feel tighter for you. Put it on in the morning and you're good to go at night, okay? Now, if none of that really helps to get you in the mood, we do have what I call foreplay in a bottle, okay? These 4 things, what they do is you put them on your clitoris. They help to bring the blood flow down because when guys get aroused, the blood flow travels very quickly to this area because it has to fuel their erection, right? When we get aroused, the blood flow travels very slowly to this area. So this kind of helps to speed it up, and then it kind of creates a cool, tingly sensation, kind of like a peppermint patty on your pants, okay? Sounds really fun, right? Now, everybody hold up your pinky nail. Okay, your pinky nail is roughly the size of your clitoris externally. That's all the amount of cream you need for down there. Okay, please don't go home, be super excited, and just be like, okay, it's gonna be like fire in the hole down there, and nobody wants that. All right. Now we have different levels because not everybody is looking for the same thing. Okay. So if you have never had a kind of tingly cream before, Boost is great. It's got the lowest amount of tingle in it. It's great for beginners, and it comes flavored in either sugar cookie or strawberry. And sugar cookie is my favorite because you can put it on and be like, babe, today I made cookies. Here. Right? That's good. Okay? Now, if you're a sensitive girl, which means you tend to break out in a UTI yeast infection just looking at a penis, then Pure is going to be good for you. Okay? So, color-free, flavor-free, and dye-free. Great to put clitorally. Or if you're not sensitive, as a bonus, you can take that pinky tip amount on a Q-tip and go vaginally with it. Actually helps to bring the blood flow down internally and gets those nerve endings. I'm kind of excited down there too. Okay? So there's a Pure. Now, O is probably our most popular one, okay? O helps to combat a lot of different medications that we take that affect our libido. Do you guys know how many affect your libido?
All of them.
All of them, right? All right, so you have birth control, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, blood pressure medication, and cholesterol medication, just to name a few, okay? And if you're sitting there like, check, check, bullshit, check, right? Like, you have a lot of things stacked against you. So O helps because it's one of the strongest amount of tingles that we carry. It's also unisex, which is why it's so fun. You can take that pinky tip amount on his testicles, kind of rub it in, brings the blood flow down, cool and tingly, kind of like his balls smoked in menthol. Right? Now, it is flavored in strawberry, kiwi, or vanilla cupcakes. You can do whatever flavor you want. Now, all 3 of those are going to work pretty much on contact. So you want to make sure you put them on right before he comes home, comes over, or finish watching TV. Otherwise, you're going to start looking at doorknobs in a whole new way. Right? Now, AMP is a little different, and honestly, from clients, they'll say like it feels just like O, maybe it's a little bit more intense, maybe less. It's really a personal preference. But the thing with O or with AMP is it lasts a little bit longer, and it's also like a gradual increase. So you're gonna put it on at first and be like, that's not so bad, that's all right. And then about 5 minutes later, you're gonna start humping air. Okay, like, oh my God, right? I'll tell you a funny story. This happened several years, well, about a year and a half ago. I did a party at the hostess house, just like this, hanging out, and all the guys were across the street at the neighbor's house, all hanging out, drinking beer, whatever. And I just got AMP in, and my hostess I had known forever, so I was like, Kim, come up here, go to the bathroom, just put this on really quick. And this was before I knew the rule, so, but it's still a funny joke, and you can use it. And she comes back, and she was like, this is okay. And then so we keep going on the party, and then all of a sudden she gets up and she leaves the house, and you see her go across the street to the neighbor's house, and we're all just like, what's going on? Right? She comes back like 10 minutes later and she's like, sorry, I had to relieve that. I'm like, okay, I've never had someone get so physically turned on at a party that then had to leave and go have sex. But yay, right? So there is AMP. Now, just make sure if you have questions on which level to get, definitely check in with me and I'll get you out. But remember, you can put the Pure with the Boost O or the AMP, and then you have multiple points of stimulation going for you, okay? Now, those are going to make you want to have sex. Lube is going to make it possible to have sex. Because as women, we have naturally dry days. We don't produce enough personal lubrication down there. And a lot of things make us dry. Birth control, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication, antihistamines. You take those to dry up your nasal cavities. Also dries up your vaginal cavity. Getting over, having children, hysterectomies, being sick. Alcohol. Give a few drinks of alcohol, get a little cotton mouth. You also get cotton vagina. Okay? Not fun, right? And most of us hate using lube. Because what do you think of when you think of lube?
Gooey, gross.
Sticky, gooey, gross, sticky. Yeah, I had one lady go, I think of anal. I'm like, super great. I can lube back there, okay? Whatever you think of, typically I always think of like KY jelly. It's gloopy, it's gloppy. That's what they use when you go to gyno once a year for that checkup, and they squirt that whole bottle up you, and then we're done, they give you like that tissue paper thingy to wipe off with, and you're just like this for all of Like you just want to take the paper off the bed and be like, okay? It's gross.
Just want to
KY jelly, never originally intended as a sexual lubricant, originally designed as a surgical lubricant. Somewhere down the road it got brought into the bedroom. Worst decision ever. My theory on lube is you should never buy your lube the same place you buy your groceries. Okay, so if you're going to Walmart, you're like, I need milk, eggs, cheese, and some KY. It's going to be a crazy night. Don't do that, okay? Do what?
After cheese.
I mean, it's whatever. Some people, I don't judge. As long as you buy it for me, I don't judge you, okay? Now, just like me, it's probably our most popular. It's our signature water-based lubricant, pH balance, designed to mimic your own body's lubrication. And you'll notice that all of our pumps all of our lubes have a great pump on it, which may not seem like a huge deal now, but think about the last time your guy was in charge of lubing, right? Because all guys make that huge lube sundae on their hand, and then they kind of just like slingshot it on there, and it's like rub it in. Not that your vagina is this big. If it is, we have other issues to work on first. But you know what I mean? Like they just kind of like get it all over. And the rest they wipe on your sheet, and your instant thought is like, I just washed those. Just wash them. Okay. So 1 pump of lube up you and your partner, you and your toy. We have 2 different flavors. We have Maui coconut, which is like a pina colada for your vagina. We also have wild berry crush, like a great flavor. Okay, you put that on. He goes down there really quick. He'll be popping up being like, hey, Kool-Aid! All right? So, I'm going to show you this really cool trick. This is like the David Blaine of lubes. Okay, so I want you to put your finger in it just a little bit. Okay, now I want you to start rubbing. Okay, feels so nice. Feels amazing. I love it, right? Now, smell it. Doesn't it smell like grape? Right up your nose. It smells delicious, right? Now, I want you to kind of air it out a little bit. Now, if you are one of my sensitive Sallys, I do have an original flavor for you. Color-free, flavor-free, dye-free, so you're totally safe there. Okay? Everybody dry on your finger. Okay? I want you to take your finger, give it a little lick, start rubbing again. Do you feel it reactivate? I know. You know what that means? You can put this on in the morning. If you're not wet, it's not wet down there either. You're not looping around at work like, sorry, I'm just gonna have sex later. Okay? Nobody knows you have it on. 1 drop of moisture from you or your partner activates that lube and you're ready to go. Okay? So just like me, perfect for everyday sex and toy play. If you want an all-around kind of go-to lube, Simply Silk is just my personal favorite. It covers every aspect of sex, like regular sex, toy play, anal play, and water play. And water play is important because you've seen like those sexy shower scenes in the movies, right? And then you try to recreate it at home and it's like, right? Water dries you out, okay? So you're dry in the water. So this will stay slippery in the water. Super silk. Now this one will not dry up and re-wet like just like me. This will stay lubricated. But I want you to put a little bit on the back of your hand. Okay? So put it on the back hand, rub it in. Doesn't that feel amazing? Mm-hmm. Don't you want your vagina to feel like that all the time?
Mm-hmm. All the time.
I know mine does.
Oh, right now.
I know. Right now? Awesome. You get 2 cards for that. Okay? Super good. Now, if you're sitting there and you're like, oh, Mallory, I don't need any lube. I self-lubricate just fine. Awesome. We hate you. All right? But here's the deal. Penises, super porous. The minute they insert into you, they're actually absorbing about 50% of your lubrication, whether it's from a bottle or from you. Okay? Kind of jerky, right? Plus, the thrusting in-out motion of sex is actually working to pull out your natural lube, which makes you drier quicker. So whether you are what I call the Sahara Desert or the Niagara Falls down there, you do want to have a good lubricant for you, and those 2 work just fine. Okay? Now, he needs a lube too. 75% of men have admitted to masturbating with conditioner in the shower because it feels good. Okay? My conditioner, not worth pee-pee time. All right? So, whipped, great emollient-based lubricant, stays on the surface of his skin. Great for hand jobs, great for our guy toys, and then flavored in 4 delicious flavors because no one likes the taste of ball sack. All right? You don't go buy ice cream at the store and be like, oh, they're all out of ball sack flavor. Darn it. No, you have amazing flavors like rainbow sherbet, cherry berry sorbet. You guys remember the Bomb Pop popsicles, red, white, and blue deliciousness? Now it comes for penis. Okay? So, we also have it in vanilla cupcake, orange creamsicle, and we have a special one out. This is called Bon Bon Swirl. In the 6 years I've done this, I've never found a lube that tastes like good chocolate. This one does. So if you've been looking and dying to have a good chocolate lube, Bon Bon Swirl is amazing. If you don't like chocolate, rainbow sherbet and cherry berry sorbet are my 2 top sellers. Okay? Are you tasting it? It's so delicious. Have you tasted it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I almost ate the whole bottle, like opening up my demo.
I'm gonna do it again.
So delicious, right? Now, last little thing we're talking about is great head. And this is for that time when you're down there and he does that lovely little thing that I call whack-a-moling. When you're just like this. And you're just like, off. If you have that bad gag reflex, they love that feeling. We don't, okay? So, if you are a gagger, great head is amazing. You put a little bit on your finger, rub on the back of your tongue or the roof of your mouth, either one, and then you swallow. It basically coats the back of your throat so you don't gag. A lot of girls call it the throat numbing stuff. We don't want to numb your throat. We can do it with choking and swallowing, and it's a huge liability for us, right? So I call it like the lower tab of things, like lower tab. It's like a lower tab for your throat. You just put it in, you're like, nah, whatever. Bring it on. Okay? So if you are a super bad gagger, you gag brushing your teeth, this will actually help to lessen it. Okay? If you have a little gag reflex, you put that on and you're going to show them some amazing things and get breakfast in bed tomorrow. Okay? So there's the great head. It comes in lemonade or strawberry. Okay? Now, do you guys want a chance to win some more cards?
Yes.
Win a bonus? Okay. So we're going to play what I call the lightning round.
Okay.
All right, so I have 10 cards. I'm sure some of you are sitting back like, I bet I could do this. This seems like a lot of fun. Maybe I have some questions about how this works, okay? So quick lightning round, 10 questions that you have about the business, how it works, what kind of money you can make, what are the benefits, what are the perks, and then you'll get a card. Now, please do not ask me questions about my personal life. I do not kiss and tell. I will tell you that in the past 6 years, I have not had to do dishes or take out the garbage, though. Right? Okay? Do you want me to do this part? Okay. All right, so 10 questions. Go.
How do you get started?
All right, so basically, we're going to sit down and we're going to chit-chat, and we're going to decide what you're looking for out of it, how much money you'd like to make, and we'll look at some different kit options and see which one is best for you, okay? But we'll talk later. I set aside 8 interviews a month to talk with girls who are super interested so we can get you down on an interview. Sound good? All right.
How many parties a month do you do?
I personally do 10 because this is my full-time job. The great thing about this is you can totally schedule it around your busy life.
How much does it start? How much does it cost to start?
Okay, so right now, you can get, are you ready for this? $300 worth of products for free. See how I worded that?
I like that.
Brilliant, isn't it? Right? So that's, can I just time out, pause button? Okay, so honestly, take whatever the kit special is and just tell them that's how much they can get in free stuff. And that kind of like eludes them, so then they're not thinking like,
I know, because I'm not going to lie, you confuse the crap out of me.
I know.
Yeah.
But-
Wait, what?
I was like,
but they're getting $450
Yeah.
worth of product for $143 right now. That's getting $300 in free product if they sign up. And then you're not really scaring them away with cost. Does that make sense?
that is. It's
I
Okay.
like that.
genius.
I know, just kidding. I stole that from somebody else. So I'm not even going to take credit for it. All right, unpause.
How big is your team?
I currently lead a team of about 58 women all over the United States. I actually have one in Germany right now, too.
Oh, very cool.
I know.
What are the best incentives?
Oh, sorry.
Best incentives on it, there's a ton. I'm going to name off a couple that my girls really like. We have what we call an ATM parties, anytime money. So I don't have to wait on a paycheck. So let's say your car breaks down and you need $300 right away. That $300 can be one party away and you get paid instantly, which is really nice.
How do I learn so much about the products? Like, you know.
So I always have a little shadower back there, like, hey lady, she's my shadower, yay! We do on-the-job training where you come shadow me at parties. We also have monthly meetings, phone calls. We have Live, Love, Win that the company puts on, and we have 2 annual events that we go to all for training. Plus, we have an awesome online training program too. So the wealth of knowledge is there for you.
Do you make money off your girls?
I look at it like a leadership role. So any kind of corporate job that you have, when you train and lead other employees, the company gives you a bonus, right? That's what I do. I train and lead other women to be successful in the business, and the company gives me a bonus for that.
I like that.
How long do your parties usually last?
About an hour. Someone asked me how much money you can make.
How much money can you make?
All right, let me ask you this. If you were to get a part-time job, okay, just to kind of help supplement the income, how much money would you need a month extra?
About 500.
You can make that in 2 parties.
What?
I know! One more card.
You have to travel.
Totally up to you. I prefer to travel border to border as a Kansas, but I love spreading orgasmic goodness throughout the state. You can personally choose to travel wherever you want to. Any kind of traveling you do can be used as a business write-off. Cool? All right. If you have more questions, definitely talk to me in the shopping room about it. But like I said, I do set aside 8 interviews a month to talk to potential women who are interested in the business. If you would like to be scheduled for one of those interviews, please let me know and I'll put you down and we can kind of see if Pure Romance is a fit for you and you're a fit for Pure Romance. Cool? All right. Now it's time to talk about toys. Who's excited? Okay. So in the 6 years I've done this, I've always had women say like, Mallory, I really want a toy, but my husband, boyfriend, partner, lover doesn't want me to have one. They think it's replacing him. They think he's all the man I need. Like, how do I explain to him that toys are not replacing, they're enhancing, right? So I thought on this. I'm like, how can I explain this? And I have a perfect, what, analogy? Is that what you, yeah, analogy, okay? And you gotta think guy terms, okay? So sex with your partner is like a cheeseburger. It's delicious. We all love a cheeseburger, right? Every once in a while, you want to put a little bacon on that bitch to make it that much better. Bacon! Okay? Like, you don't want a whole bacon sandwich, but you want bacon on top of your sandwich, right? Now, think about it. Every once in a while, you just want that one-on-one romantic love-making session with your partner. That's a cheeseburger. Maybe you want to add a little clitoral stimulator. Maybe you want to use a little vibrator for foreplay. That's your bacon cheeseburger. And every once in a while, you just want a big plate of bacon all by yourself. That's masturbation. Okay? All right. So when you explain it like that, guys are like, I love bacon. Let's get some. Okay? I did think of that all by myself.
That was good.
All right. Now, why are toys important for you? 82% of women need clitoral stimulation in order to orgasm. We do not orgasm through penetration alone. That's why this does not feel as good as this. You're like, that's okay. That's amazing, right? So you need that clitoral. Plus, when you have vaginal toys, they're vibrating, they're rotating, they're hitting nerve endings in the vaginal canal that a typical penis can't hit. Now, they found that women, on average, need about 200 orgasms a year to lead a healthy lifestyle, which breaks down to about 2 to 3 a week. Everybody on track? Got some saved up in case you're sick? She's nodding her head like, yeah, girl, I do. Hard for you. All right. Now, so if you're getting 2 to 3 weeks, it's actually amazing health benefits. You're lowering your cholesterol, lowering your risk of heart attack and heart disease, burning calories, gives you clearer skin, increases your immune system, decreases your chance of anxiety and depression, natural pain reliever, natural stress reducer. When you have an orgasm, your brain activity decreases by 70%. Okay? So, bonus. So next, and here's a little saying that I think if you're married, or if you have like a committed relationship, you should put this over your bed. Or if you're just having a one-night stand, still say this out loud. Whatever, don't judge. Sex is only considered sex when both people cross the finish line. If only one person crosses the finish line, it's considered a favor. Stop doing favors, okay? So next time he's done and you haven't quite got there, pull out your toy and be like, sorry, babe, it's for my health. Okay? So, embrace it. You know, you're meant to experience. Your clitoris has no other purpose other than to give you an orgasm, so use it, okay? Now, I do have a rule of 3, and this makes sure that you go home with a little bit of something for everybody. Nobody's left out, okay? And the rule of 3 is a toy for him, a toy for 2, and a toy for you. Everybody's covered. If you're a sexy single, guess what? 3 toys for you. Yay. All right? Do make sure you're using the proper lubricant, and also make sure you are using toy cleaner, okay? Soap and water is not a toy cleaner. It's what you use to wash your body. Soap and water builds up what on your shower wall?
Scum.
Mildew, soap scum, right? That is also building up on your toy. So if you've been using soap and water at this point, you might as well be going into the bathroom, running your fingers along the shower curtain, and making sweet, sweet love to that, because that's what's on your toy, right? Gross. Okay? Bleach, rubbing alcohol, those kind of things also dry your toy, make it crack. Or a toy cleaner is the only safe way to clean it. It's $16, way cheaper than going to a copay, because now you got something funky going on down there. Deal? Okay. Now, first thing we're talking about is a toy for him. This is, I call it the man in the can. This is called the Playmate. What do you guys typically call these things? Hug pussy, fleshlight. I call it a night off. All right? So super stretchy. It has all these little ridges on the inside, okay? But it also has this lovely diamond-plated coating on the outside. It's reversible. You can use whichever size you want. So what you do you have the whip hidden over there somewhere? Oh, sweet. Okay. So what you're gonna do? Can I use all this? Can I use your thingy? Is this your Mr. Dependable?
That's not mine, but yeah.
Whose
Go
is
ahead.
this?
Tanya's over there.
Mr. Dependable? Oh, yeah, it's mine.
Oh,
Yes, use
okay.
it.
Okay. All right, so you're going to put a little bit right on there. And then you're going to grab him. That was perfect.
Yeah.
This is what 8 inches really looks like, in case you've been lied to. Okay, it's right here. All right? So you're going to take this, you're going to take him, and you're going to set this on. And it's going to pretty much lube itself up as you slide it on. I didn't get enough lube on there, but that's fine. Okay? And he's going to pop out the top. Hopefully. If he doesn't, I'm sorry. All right? Now, rib it on the inside so you move it up and down, twist it around. It feels amazing, right? Now, remember that whole whack-a-mole thing we were talking about? Guys love the feeling of deep throating. We don't. So what you can do, move this down low, do oral up top, gives him the sensation that you're deep throating with minimal effort from you. So good. All right? Now, let's say you're show's about ready to come on, right? And you can't miss the first part of your show, so the whole hour, but you're stuck doing this. How do you speed it up? Grab the bass and just pull up and do this, okay? As long as you're doing this, it is stimulating suction motion on him. He could care less what else you were doing. Watch TV, talk on the phone. Hey, what's up? Nope, not busy. What are you doing? Okay. He will not care. Now, when he gets ready to go, all you do is pinch it and pull up. It's a quicker picker-upper. It swallows for you, too. Yay! Clean up, slide it down, slide it off, and then just hand it to him. Like, here you go. I'm tired. Love you. Okay? And then to clean it up, he'll flip it inside out. He'll rinse it, take the come clean, wipe it all off, and then it's good to go for the next time. Now, obviously, you guys can use it together. Helps to kind of create the intimacy between the two of you if you're not in the mood. And then he can also use it by himself. Just make sure you use the whipped with it. They go hand in hand. Okay? So that's a toy for him. Toy for you is going to be this one. This is called Tease Me, Please Me. Now, main purpose of a couple's toy is to restrict the blood flow on the penis so that they last longer. It also helps to pull the blood at the surface so their penis is firmer and thicker. If your guy has never had a couple's toy before, it tends to freak them out and they feel like their penis is going to fall off and flop on the floor. Okay? Not the case, but if he's worried about that, this is a really good starter one because it is a little bit bigger. Isn't going to constrict the blood flow as much, but it's going to basically get him used to having something down there. Okay? So you're going to lube him up just like me or Simply Silk. You're going to slide this all the way down to the base. And I love this toy for my lazy girls. Okay? And my lazy girls are the girls that are like, I don't like to be on any other position but my back. Okay? Lazy girl toy. What's going to happen is he's going to slide. This is weird. Am I going to do this? All right. So he's going to insert down, okay? And this bullet's heavy, so it's going to flop down right on your clitoris. No matter as he's thrusting up and down, that bullet's pretty much going to stay right there. Lazy girl, all right? You can also pull this sleeve off and use it, the bullet clitorally. Never insert a bullet vaginally, it's just for clitoral, labia, nipple stimulation, things like that. If you've had a couple's toy before, and maybe this one doesn't seem as fun, we also have our family jewels, and pause button, because Rendezvous is on back order forever. I started showing family jewels instead. Does that make sense? Okay. All right, so you can do family jewels instead if you don't want to do this one. This one does have 7 speeds, and still pretty powerful. So there's a Tease Me, Please Me. Now we're going to get to talk about toys for you. This right here is called Put a Ring on It, and this is actually my #1 selling toy right now across the board. It's a one-size-fits-all ring, 5 different speeds of pulsations and vibrations, whisper quiet, rechargeable, so no more batteries. This is something that you can use by yourself. He can use during foreplay, whatever position you're in. You can properly stimulate yourself with this. You can orgasm with or before your partner. Okay, you can do a great sensual massage with it. Do a little nipple stimulation. You can also do vibrating hand jobs. Okay, travels very well. Stick it in your purse if you're having a crappy day at work. Sneak off to the bathroom. Your day is not so bad anymore. All right, so this is Put a Ring on It. Really great if you're looking for something small, discreet, that travels well. So there's that one. Now, if you prefer more power, if you need more power clitorally, our new one called Home Alone is amazing. Come up here, hostess. Haley. Right? Good. Okay. Go over here. I'm going to have you stand over here. Okay? Now, this is... You don't follow directions very well. Stand right here. All right. Thank you, sweetie. I know, right? So, this is called Home Alone. It's another great clitoral stimulator, but it's actually a great body wand. Okay? So, I'm going to use this on your back. Oh, doesn't that feel amazing? Yeah. Imagine what it feels like down there. Okay. I can't talk right now. I'm a little bit okay. All right. Thank you. May go sit down. Now, so great for all over the body. Okay. Great for down here. Easy to hold handle. So whatever position again, you can stimulate yourself. But guess how many speeds this has?
2.
Higher.
7.
Higher.
Whoa. 15.
30.
Higher. 30. You get a card. 30 different speeds of pulsations and vibrations. That's one for every day of the month. Okay? Now, and it's also rechargeable, but who are my bath time lovers? Like, loves a good bubble bath, okay? The sucker, fully submergible, up to 1 meter deep for 30 minutes. Hello, mom time. All right? So, great little versatile little toy. It's called Home Alone, and lots of power. So, if you are my jackhammer girls, this is for you, okay? Now, this last clitoral one, this is good for oral, because we all enjoy a good oral favor when they're down there. But a couple of things go wrong. Number one, their tongue never goes fast enough, and then it keeps missing that one spot you're trying to get them to. You're like, go up, go back down, go back over to the left. Stick out your tongue. Always kind of do. Whatever, right? So this is called Tongue of Fun. And everyone at first is like, oh, that looks weird. I'm like, you're never, ever going to look at it. All right? But it has 2 speeds, super soft, 2 speeds. First one's called Oh My God.
Oh my God.
Right? You get a card for saying it. Second speed is called He's Been Replaced. Okay? Now, if you were to put that, for most of us, if you were to put that directly on your clitoris will probably jump off of your body and go like, no, I'm not ready. All right? So, what you can do, like that Kevin Hart reference.
That is so good.
Okay? So let's say this is your clitoris, Jenna gang sign, this is your clitoris. Your clitoris is actually a lot longer than what you see. It actually goes up underneath your skin. This right here is called your clitoral cord. If you go home and feel it, feels just like a cord. That right there will still give you a great orgasm, but it's not as intense as directly on it. So you can actually hold this up against your clitoral cord, get a great orgasm. Again, my jackhammer girls, go right at that thing. Enjoy it. Okay? Now, if you can also use this vaginally, just picture that. All right. So, and here's the best part. For the power, it's only $42. So even you should just get one, and then the girls that didn't come tonight just be like, look at that. Okay. So there's fun of fun. All right. Now, so those are clitoral toys. We're going to go into kind of like vaginal dual action toys. If you've never had a vaginal vibrator before, it can be very intimidating finding one because a lot of them are girthy, they have a lot of bells and whistles, there's a lot going on with them. So if you're new to toys, but you want one that goes vaginally, I highly recommend our Jackrabbit. It's a really slender shaft, super soft silicone, gentle little rabbit ears. It's a really good beginner toy. If you want a little bit more girth to your beginner toy, the Blind Date is another great option. So if you're new and those kind of interest you, please talk to me in the shopping room and I'll kind of show them there to you. But I do want to talk about G-Spot. Because G-Spot is the most intense orgasm you can have, but it's super difficult to reach. And the reason is your G-Spot's about 2 inches in, 1 inch up on the front part of your vaginal wall. Okay? Not a lot of guys are shaped like this to reach it. If yours is, that's a blessing. All right? Now, I can probably bet that if you haven't had a G-Spot orgasm, you've been super close. Because what happens is when your G-Spot's aroused, it fills up with fluid, puts pressure around your bladder, puts pressure on your urethra, and gives you that sensation that you have to what?
Pee.
Pee. Everybody gets a card. Okay? Card for you, card for you, card for you, card. Okay, so we get that feeling, and then what do? We stop, and we panic. We're like, stop, oh my God, I have to go to the bathroom, And you stand, and you're like, oh, that's weird, I don't have to go anymore. Babe, I don't have to go anymore, that's so weird. No, it's not weird, you threw away an amazing orgasm. Ugh, okay? So next time that happens, just let it pass. I have what I call a no-pee guarantee. Physically impossible for you to go to the bathroom when you're aroused, just like a guy can't go to the bathroom when he has an erection, okay? Let that feeling pass, and you will experience this amazing euphoric orgasm, okay? Now, if you're sitting there like, well, I don't know if I've ever had a G-spot orgasm, you haven't, okay? Your toes curl, your eyes roll in the back of your head, you're climbing the wall screaming your own name. A lot of women have muscle convulsions. Some women cry. It's a beautiful thing. I had one lady go blind in her left eye for 20 minutes. That's not true, but that'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. So if that happens, I'm going to need you to Snapchat me that, okay? All right. Now, hands down, best G-Spot toy is the Executive, but it's pricey. So if you're looking at budget, Do Not Disturb is a great budget-friendly G-Spot toy, okay? 7 different speeds, so again, one for every day of the week. Great G-Spot curve. You got a bonus clitoral stimulator, easy peasy little handle. And then if your kids ever find it, you can be like, this is Mommy's modern Wii remote. Okay, don't touch it. It is rechargeable, so again, you're going to hold a stronger vibration, and then again, fully submergible up to 30 minutes. So my bath time lover can give a fun G-Spot toy too. Now, I'll tell you, if you want to focus on just G-Spot, you can take this part away. This is called Me Time. Okay, Me Time is a great one if you're focusing just on G-Spot. If you prefer to have clitoral, do Not Disturb. Totally up to you. Okay, so this is Do Not Disturb. Now, this is like the Tiffany's of vibrators. This is high-end luxury stuff. This is called the Executive. Okay, now, high-grade silicone, super soft, whisper quiet. Okay, who are my kids? Who are my kids? People with kids? Okay, you know, starting up a vibrator while your kids are awake, when you're in your room, is like starting up a power tool. It's like, and your kids are like, Mom, they're shoving their hand in the door like, Mom, what are you doing in there? I need you. Why is the door locked? Okay, so hard to orgasm with little fingers in the corner of your eye, right? Whisper quiet. I've had mine in all night, can't even hear it. Right? Okay. All right, so whisper quiet. So here's the cool thing, and this is why this is the best G-Spot toy. This curves with your body. So this is going to curve up and fit your G-Spot perfectly. But what gets it, oh, it's rechargeable, by the way. 1 hour on the charger, 8 hours of vibration. You know what I call that? personal health day. Okay? So, but the power is what gets this, okay? So I'm going to come around. I'm going to turn on just the vaginal motor, okay? Just this one, right? Do you see this vibrating?
Yes.
This is not even on. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? Now watch this. Ah, look at that. Ah, okay? Okay, Haley, grab this, right like this. Now, the first time you use it, you're going to be like, oh, that is a lot. I don't really think I was ready for this. You're going to try and pull it out, but your vagina is going to tighten around that little skinny part and go, no. Okay? I want you to feel her shoulder. Is it vibrating?
No.
Your shoulder's not vibrating?
Mm-mm.
Really?
It's down maybe a little bit right here.
But you can feel it up her arm from
Listen,
her
I
hand.
know that works. I do the same thing.
Okay? Now, that also means your teeth are going to chatter. Okay? Now, I do have to give you this warning. The first time you use it, you want to make sure you are home alone. No husband, no kids. It's going to sound like demons are being exorcised from your body. Okay? The second time you use it, if you choose to use it in front of your partner, you just want to give him a quick rundown. Like, babe, what's about to go down is going to look a little weird. I've never done this in front of you before. Just know that I'm okay. Please don't call anybody. Right? Because you're going to have one of those deep, like, from the gut, or I call it a redneck orgasm, where you're like, okay? You're making weird animal noises. Okay? And I promise you, he will freak out. He will be like, oh my God, somebody come help us. He'll be like, no, it's fine. Okay? It will be the best orgasm of your life, but you have to plan a good hour around it. Because once you have that mind-blowing orgasm, you're going to be paralyzed for the hour. It'll be amazing. Now, I understand this is expensive, but you get a free gift with this, okay? You actually get my address for free, so you can send me a thank you card for giving you the best orgasm of your life. Right? All right. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about, and I wait till the end, because I feel like, we talked about sex for like an hour, kind of like warmed up a little bit, right? You guys know what we're going to talk about? Anal! Choo-choo! All aboard the anal train. Let's go. Okay? Now, I do want to point out, first of all, we have this really good book. We have several books, but this one I think is super important, especially if you're looking to explore anal play. Okay, this is called Tickle My Tush. This is your A to Z of backdoor. Do we still have this?
No.
Oh, darn it. I still have a bunch in stock. Okay, well, we'll not have that. But here's the deal. We've all had that experience, or if you have it, you will, where you have that horrible, because most of us, when we think of anal, we think of like, it's sore, it's uncomfortable. The next day, we're kind of like, oh, that was such a bad idea. Shouldn't have been so drunk last night. Okay? Because that's when it typically happens. We have that one drink too many, and we find ourselves like, just stick it in. It'll be fine. And then they do, and you do what I call dolphin sex. You're like, okay? Next day, it's very sore. It's uncomfortable. You don't really want to sit down anywhere. Okay? Just liquids, whatever. Okay? So that shouldn't be like that, okay? Backdoor play can be very fun. It's really full of nerve endings, very erogenous for you. But the big thing to remember is you want to take your time, lots of communication, lots of lube. Simply Soap comes in great for that. And then start out with something small like our vibrating pleasure beads, okay? These are a great starter. They do vibrate to help relax all the nerve endings, okay? But this takes time. So what you're going to do, so a little anatomy lesson. This is your external sphincter. You have another one internally, okay? This one is voluntary. This one is involuntary. And I know when it comes to anal sex, you're like, I'm pretty sure they're both involuntary, right? But they're not, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the vibrating pleasure beads, and you're going to insert in one bead, and you're going to wait 60 seconds. It takes 60 seconds from that first insertion to travel up to your brain to back down to tell your second sphincter to relax, okay? So you're going to insert another bead. Wait 60 seconds. Insert another bead. Wait 60 seconds. Insert one more. Wait 60 seconds. This is like a 4-minute process so far, right? Once you can get it fully inserted in, everything is vibrating. All those nerve endings back there are really working for you. Your anal canal actually backs up right by your G-spot, can actually help to aid in a G-spot orgasm, kind of give you your own little orgasm. So it can be very pleasurable for you. The fun part then too, believe it or not, is in slowly pulling it back out. The key word is slowly. Tell your partner he is not jump starting a lawnmower. That hurts. Okay? So gently pull it back out, and it can be very pleasurable for you. We also have great anal plugs. The key to anal play is to remember, you want to make sure that your base is a little bit wider than your anus. right? Okay, otherwise it's going to get sucked up into what I call the endless tube of wonder. Okay, it will not come on its own. You have to go get that weird x-ray at the ER that they surgically remove it. The x-ray gets put on Facebook, all your family and friends notice, and then at family reunions it's very uncomfortable. That didn't happen to anybody else? Damn it. All right, just kidding. All right, so if you have questions on anal play, please let me know, but it can be very pleasurable, and it can be a really great way for you and your partner to connect as long as it's done properly. So if you have questions on it, please let me know, okay? But now, what I want everybody to do, so we're going to pass around the toys, but before we do that, I'm going to pass on these little cards, connection cards. This just kind of lets me keep track of who's been at my party, if the information isn't going anywhere else. But I'm going to pass these out. Please fill out the front. Wait for it. Back. Okay? Fill out both sides. You're going to be entered into a drawing. Okay? So fill these out. Blah, blah, blah. Fill these out. Okay? And then we'll pass around the toys. So then I pass around the toys as they're filling them out. And typically, this part is typically when, if they have questions, I kind of like answer a few questions as they're writing. So it kind of speeds up like the ordering room process because I'm answering questions now. So once we pass all the toys around, like everybody have their cards filled out?
Yep.
Okay, so give me these cards. Beep, 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 beep. All right, oops, sorry. All right, Haley, pick a card. Who is it? Name somebody.
It's me.
You liar, you're gonna get free stuff. Just somebody else.
It's Rachel.
Rachel! Where's Rachel? No. Yay! You get $10 off your order tonight.
Woo!
Okay. Now, everybody have their date night cards.
Yes.
Okay, get them out. So you guys see the little number? If you can't read it, I hand wrote them so I can read them for you. Does anybody have number 69?
Nope.
Anybody have number 4? Oh,
Number what?
geez, overachievers.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, go ahead. No 69? 47.
Yes.
47? Yay! You're going to get a bonus $10 on your shopping spree. Okay? All right. So we're going to order back in the back bedroom. So whenever you guys are done making up your wish list, come back and see me when you're ready to shop. I can do cash, check, credit, or debit, and I can split payments up. So if I'd like a little bit of cash, a little on this card, a little on that card, I call that the he don't know plan. Like, babe, I only spent $50 3 times. Okay? Fine. Remember, if you spend over the $150, you become VIP, where you get the free gifts and all the extra goodies that go with it. If your wish list is a little bit bigger than your budget tonight, let's look at some dates and get you down for your own ladies' night out. Oh, and actually, I have a bonus for you guys. So, everybody, pick a card. Pick a card. Don't open it yet. Pick a card. Don't open it. Pick a card. Just pick one. Okay. All right. So, if you had a wonderful time and you have a big wish list, this is your little game. Okay? So, if you decide you want to have a party, you're going to open up that envelope. And inside the envelope is a free gift for you to take home, a discount you can use on any one item tonight, and the extra cash you can spend the night of your party. Okay? If you don't want a free shopping spree, not a big deal. Just hand the cards back to me. But if you would like to have a free shopping spree, open up this card in the shopping room with me, and we'll get you all set. Not now. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Okay? Just kidding. So let me know about that. And then if you are interested, like I said, in the interview session with me, please let me know, and we'll get you on my books. But everybody give it up for Haley for your fabulous hostess. Oh, she does have some awesome snacks. You already found them, clearly. In the shop or in the kitchen, feel free to help yourself. But do remember, the reason we have these kind of parties is to get free stuff, and she is no different. So please be kind to her and get what you can tonight. She has a very big wish list she'd like to get for free. And that's it.
Yay!
Okay, the cards you guys actually have right there are mine, so they're not what she was saying, but will you go over that one more time?
Okay,